standard today. Now, I will need to fix one setting on my headphones. Give me a minute. There we go. That should have fixed it. We're not going to be able to hear our team callouts because we are in a party, which is kind of sad. But I'm going to be moving over probably to my Rainbow Six Siege Discord chat, so you guys will be able to join into that with me if you guys are looking to play with. So, yeah, nobody joined the actual party for the bros, so we're going to go ahead and go over to Discord. And now I got to remember which one my rainbow's under. Fun times. Here it is. There we go. I am now setting in casual PS4/PS5 1. Let's see. So these boys want to go here. Alright. I don't know who I want to go as today, because we're not playing ranked, so I don't have to really feel like, oh, I need a cap cam, or, oh, I need this or that. You know what? I'll play a Rook. And, I actually re-nicknamed the Rook plates to, a different nickname, guys, and it's called Clutch Plates. And it's due to the fact of what you guys missed that the stream doesn't hear. And that is actually going to be one of the things that happened in the past. It came to a 1v5, and I just, like, dominated in halfway because it was Rook plates. So they, like, made it so you can't, like, lane super quick like this. Oh, wait, you can. Why is it just not doing it here, then? When I was doing like this. See, it doesn't always want to do it. That's kind of weird. Alrighty. Oh, I don't know how smart that was, but we'll see.
Down to 5 seconds.
Let's go ahead and make one there, and one right here. Reason being, I know they're going to try and push it. Watch them do it. Check those cams right quick. Alright, Val, hold on, I'll help set your cams up a little bit. Oh. Sounds like maybe here. Here's someone like they're on this side. Maybe that's rooftop. Yeah, we have no one outside balcony. One here. Ah, coming up main stairs. Which means this team is one of those that will push the main stairways. Yep. I'm just gonna do a quick little bump fire there. We have nobody on this side. Oh, I'm flashed. Oh, I'm flashed.
You have been spotted.
There goes him. I have to go over here.
Friendly, last operator standing.
All I know is I'm here. What type of BS-ery is that?
Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
So I shoot you, and you get to just down me in 1 or 2 bullets is kind of sus. Especially if I've taken literally basically no damage. Maybe 1 bullet might have grazed me from the person that ran in, which is the Amaru. But apart from that, even then I got Rook armor, which is technicality like 280 extra, like 280 health instead of 210. So that would have only dropped me like 250. Maybe even 240, but even then 2 bullets still isn't going to drop me to a down state, which is very weird. If you're wondering why I don't like playing Doc, I think it's kind of stupid how they let the Rook have an ACOG, but then Doc doesn't.
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
It is very stupid. Clutch plates. Alright, damn, dude. I'm the only one with 2 kills on my team. Again, they're reinforcing this, and this is actually a bad reinforcement because you can use that to run out to see if anybody is chilling here, or B, even to get a complete rotate, a high drone, even to get a complete rotate into this room to sneak around here if you have to, if they're not paying attention. Or even to get over here, right, without having to walk all the way through that hallway down here and down here. Good rotate, but I guess we're in the copper lobbies with even a quick match, technically. And the stupidity is, guys, does not know how to reinforce the outer walls to sites. Except for the 1 rotation that we actually could use. Very oofed. Very, very, very oofed. Oh, they're hatch. Over here. Oh, she is in already. Whoop-de-frickin-do, boys. Let me see how this looks over here. Oh, she's... Okay, she's in the bathroom area. She's staging bathroom. Peek it, come on. Peek it, peek it, peek it, peek it, peek it, peek it.
Loading mag.
I want to see, did they? No, they didn't. Good.
1 friendly operator remaining.
Oh, what is this fucking team, brother? She's still in that bathroom. Still a guy like right here somewhere.
Time expires in 10 seconds.
Bitch! Get out of her! Damn, I have to clutch for my team, man. GG. My sight, my rules, big boy. Where's you at, Deimos? Did I down you when you were behind the counter because it shows me where you are? Come on, big boys. Do I really have to show my team exactly how to clutch up in these instances, I should say? Dismiss the alarm. And good to go.
Secure the bombs.
Oh boy. Clutch plate's going down again.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Plan your defenses accordingly.
Again, reinforcing the outer walls to this zone.
10 seconds remaining.
Smart rotations.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Camera feed up and running. Activate camera.
That droning went. Tells me she's probably on this side somewhere.
Op 4, last operator standing. Op 4 eliminated. Successful.
Who do I play? Play some Sledge. Why not?
We need to locate a bomb.
Top site probably is going to be right here immediate.
10 seconds to go.
See where I'm spawning.
5 seconds.
I need to spawn here.
Your mission is to locate and defuse a bomb.
3. A mutie. Mutie boy. Chase me drone. Good boy. I'm on the wrong side here. I didn't chase me completely. Okay. Rookie boy right here. He's next to the bathroom.
We'll drop the diffuser.
Do is make sure here, here, and here's clean, which it is. There. They went hallway there. Alright.
Four last operator standing.
Nobody behind me. Behind the counter's clear, and we are clear in sight. Seconds to get in.
Left.
Won't trace this stuff untouched.
10 seconds remaining.
Make sure nobody's here.
5 seconds remaining.
Where'd this dude go? Oh, he ran out and my teammate wasn't on the other side. That's GG, bro. That is highly GG. And my teammate doesn't know how to get in and actually push, which is another GG. Alright, I'm just gonna have to, like, full rush this, man. It's the only way we're gonna actually be able to get any win or I die, because this teammate does just not how to enter sight. He picked up the bomb, right? Because the teammate died with bombers over there, or it didn't say we lost it, which means he was the one carrying it. I entered the zone, and he couldn't just run in there and just start the plant. At least to hold the time or abide it, right?
We need to locate
Or even get the plant. Which already tells me either we're throwing, or we're just dumb.
Your drone has found a bomb.
Notice how, like, when I done that and I counted the seconds and I just pushed the room and said, fuck it? That's how he should have been to plant that bomb, bro. Pushed in, saying fuck it, and planted.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to go. Proceed to bomb location.
And that's why I just kind of didn't really want to try hard this match, but... Nice. Good stuff. Good job, Ash.
Changing mag.
Oh, yep, that was one. Going straight in. He's right here.
Must recover the diffuser.
He ran in, and the teammate doesn't know how to pre-shoot. Oh my god. Teammates, get your fucking stupid ass in here. Damn.
Successful.
Jesus. I wish I wasn't in this freaking, like, Discord or a party earlier, because Jesus, I would love to talk these guys' ear off, being like, why are you entering so slowly in a 2v1, and he's focused on me? Seriously, man. Like, I just showed. I rushed into the building, and them being able to hold shit down was a 0%. I hit that hatch, dropped in, and immediately just ran past everybody else. Shot the Legion in the back. Popped out in the hallway. Dropped the other dude. Like, boys, you see they're dying quick and I'm in. Get in. It's not that hard to understand that, mate. And to let you know, that's exactly how ranked feels right now in this match. They're going to go the same spot. Oh no, they're going to go... Yeah, that has to be the same spot. Yeah, that's the same spot. See, if I go in, bomb is not here. It's up there. It's above it.
You've located a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Okay. No one on this side. Got my push. Going in. I know exactly what I'm doing already.
The diffuser has been recovered.
Can't tell if that's left or right here. Doesn't know which one I hit. Put out and just go. No, you didn't wallbang the wall. You were not hitting me there. Let's see this bullshittery of hitting Casper the Ghost. Yeah, Casper the Ghost. Why are we just chilling here, bro? Move. Habana, move. 40 seconds. We need to get the plant down, mate. Move. We're doomed. And then the Amaru, where are you at? I'm gonna drop doubles just to take an L. That's insane, brother. Yep, doubles just for an L.
Time limit reached.
I called it, boys. When the Amaru was breaking the wall to the left, right? Creating noise. While that was going on, push the hallway. Look to the right. They already know you're on that side, so they're going to rotate to look at that side. They're not going to say on the same side, first of all, unless they're just corner camping. And then, yes, they probably will set on that same side. But for 90% of that gameplay, no, they are not. They're going to move and rotate to head glitch the boxes. They might go for the stairwell. They may even go behind the soda machine that's on that hallway. When the Amaru went in, she should have looked right. Habana's on the left.
Bombs.
And technically, yes, if they died because Habana didn't want to look, is their fault. But here we go. We do this and reinforce this one.
Be advised, a bomb location has been compromised.
I don't know about here because this leaves the whole room open, but we'll have to deal with it.
5 seconds left.
Break this out in case they try to go behind this. This is not where you want to fucking rotate. This is where they're gonna run in and plant because it's right on the objective. Literally right the fuck on it. And we should add a Cade. Or a bandit to electrify the other walls. Because I'm not gonna lie, these guys do like to rush.
Loading new mag.
There we go. See, he's doing it, just not in the right spot. But that's okay. Didn't drop the hatch, didn't break this. To my behind, I heard him. Other end of the hall, because the dude behind the desk decided to run away. Nice. Idiots. Get back up top, onto site. At this point, I really want to question, what the fuck are we shooting at? Seriously? Guys, get onto the fucking site!
Op 4 standing.
Oh, okay, so they got bomb on them. Okay, that's why they're not rotating site. I will take the blame on that one for getting mad. But they never pinged the bomb, so I didn't see that the bomb was setting there, like the diffuser. I should have went to the other dude's view, but I didn't. I just seen them hovering the stairwell where, you know, I didn't see the ping on bomb, because there's none. So therefore, another dude could have already had the diffuser that they didn't kill and could have just rushed site. Oof, that's the GG's to being on a party and not pinging a diffuser to let everyone know, hey, the diffuser's right here. We'll find another match, but I'm not going to be playing with the team. So yeah, I will definitely say sorry to the boys that was covering that, but they should have like actually represented that the bomb was there. Second hand, before we continue playing, I do want to go over a nerf that does need to happen ASAP. And that's to the dude you see on screen right now. So we give him a shield like Blitz, right? Literally, Blitz's shield. Just remove the flashbang capabilities. Allow the top window, bulletproof window to drop and have his AR mount to it and ADS. He gets to ADS while all this is going on. Which means the shield comes up almost near his head. Which means you only get his fucking toes basically to shoot at. Nerf it. If he mounts his thing, make him mount no ADS. He has to hip fire it. Make the hip fire be meh on like accuracy, meaning like it's not a laser beam, but it's also not like super random. It's in between, right? Or just take his shield back to what it used to be, the gun mount, right? Where he gets two of them, he mounts them on his gun, and add a little extra health to that window. Because let's be honest, you guys know the window used to be OP. Now, people coming in new will not know this, but any old player like Siege knows when Blackbeard was first released, that mounted window on the gun took half a magazine to break it. Make it 5 bullets to break it. 5 or 6. Okay, to break it, and then you can go for a headshot. Instead of being a half a mag, make it 5 or 6 bullets. And that would have been a perfect buff to him without having to attach a shield that is bulletproof. That comes up near his head, so the biggest target you're going to be shooting on him is his legs, which already does minuscule damage, right? Take that in for a second. Headshot's killing 1, the legs is going to take like 10, 12 bullets. Okay, maybe more depending on like if he's moving and you happen just to shoot in between the legs and it goes between, you know, where the sack doesn't hang, because this dude definitely doesn't have one, or any player who uses him at the moment. Okay, super easy to use, and that's why I also kind of you guys didn't hear this, but I kind of not yelled, but kind of like, "Yo, Cuzzo, what the fuck you doing?" In one match, because he's like, "Well, I don't play him. I haven't played him since his rework." But if you think about it, he's a shield op now. What is shield ops good for doing? Pushing, getting close, nailing strong, right? He also gets his actual machine gun or DMR and gets to have his sights on that. And it's up near his head, making headshots literally even harder to hit on this dude. So, push. Literally just rush with him. ADS, have the shield up, you know, right there, like you see him right here with his gun. ADSing, make it hard to be fucking hit on your head, and literally just strafe everything and shoot. You just have to spray for their chest or head. Ubisoft, why do we add cheating shit into the game? When I say cheating, like wall hacks. Think of Lion, right? Think of Deimos. Getting to see where the enemy is not really good. And another good form of this is Jackal. which is not realistic at all. And me and my friends all make a joke about this. I don't know if I made a joke with it with my friends because a dude played Jackal and was scanning and stuff. But we're literally like, oh, because of the size of his toe, he must be in this closet in this bedroom. Oh shit, he has a crease right there on the, like the bottom of his foot, man. Like you have the crease in your hand. Oh, he must be down in the basement. Oh shit, we see his nuts drag the fucking floor. Oh, he's definitely in the basement fucking freezer. Like, seriously, guys. At least make it more like the Call of Duty version of a perk, to where, yes, you can see their footprints, no scan. Or if you scan it, make it where it stays on the screen even when you turn your gadget off, so you can see where they're walking, right? But it doesn't ping them like, oh, they're in this room, in this closet. And then waiting to ever so many seconds to ping it again to say, oh, he moved over here, when you physically have not seen him. You physically did not watch on a drone where he went or moved to. Literally, they're adding in stuff that cheaters want. Wall hacks. Being able to see where people are through walls. Pulse. You know, as long as you're one room away, oh, hey ho! I see you right through the wall. You know, type shit. I'm sorry, but if you're going to add gadgets and stuff into a game, it shouldn't be what cheaters want. It should be something that everybody wants, but not what a cheater would like to have. Wall hacks, aimbot, you know, all that people do for ESP menus and shit. But let's be honest. Only hackers want that shit, or someone who wants to download cheats wants that shit. Okay? Wall breaching, or throwing up a device that allows you to, you know, reinforce a wall faster. Not bad. Being able to silent breach into a window, because, you know, realistically, you ain't going to walk up and just punch everything you hear. We'll see. Slash, like, adding noise to a battlefield. People like to be sneaky. There's what's called covert ops, you know. Maybe someone takes something and gently starts prying the boards a little bit. Maybe it takes a couple extra seconds and just busting the board down, but it removes that out. Second, you know, when you're entering a window, unless I'm climbing on the sill and just jumping down and making the sound hit the floor, is the only way that's going to make noise. If you're ever entering a house, especially like, guys, if you have a trailer where the windows are up off the ground, there's always a trailer hitch, a place you can step on that's right next to a window, literally on every trailer, that you can literally, if you're tall enough, just step into the window and literally climb into the window instead of having to rappel and drop down onto the floor, and it's going to be silent. Even houses have this, right? Some windows on houses are small, like low enough to the ground. You probably can just do a pull up, get half your waist up, go in, and then roll to the floor silently, because you can actually pull that in and then use your hands to kind of pull yourself to the floor without actually having to make a thudding sound, right? Literally, there's covert ops. So we need something covert op-esque into the game, being able to make stuff silent. The next thing that I've also noticed is they're trying to get you to crouch to be silent. Oh, hells nah, bro. That's applying all your weight directly straight to your legs. When you're crouched, think of like doing a pull-up, right? When you have a bar behind you and you're doing a pull-up, you're putting all that weight to your legs. Both at the same time. And then you're having to turtle walk to be able to go down a hallway. That's not going to be as silent as being able to stand fully. Standing fully allows you to mitigate all your weight to one leg, put your foot forward, touch it down, heel to toe, rotation, so now your step is nice and silent. I know you guys didn't hear that. And then I can apply all my weight to that leg balancing and do the same thing, right? Going over multiple steps, allowing me to be silent. Alright, so height adjustment should determine how much noise you make. A full stance should be quieter. A crouch should be moderate loud. And then a crawl, depending on speed, because you can lift your body up like you're doing a push-up, pull it forward, lay down. That's going to be kind of silent. Compared to if you're army crawling that bitch, putting your hands in, kicking your feet, you're going to be loud, right? So again, determination of speed there is what should determine how loud you're being when you're crawling. I get it, this is a video game, but on a video game where they try to have some realism, has almost none. Think about it. Headshot's supposed to be a one shot, one kill. How many times do you see people shoot people towards the head region, right? And and nada, as in you don't get it. You'll see the blood come off, but it'll register as if you just shot them in the finger or the pinky toe. It happens. Okay? How many times have you shot an enemy and their aim just stays right on you? There's no, like, them going up or down with their aim depending on where they get hit, like upper chest to the head region, side of the body. Should be throwing their aim higher up because you're getting hit there. An impact moves you a bit, especially on a bullet's trajectory. That thing ain't just going to be coming up and going to you. That thing's going to be going. It's going to be smacking you, right? Especially if you're wearing a vest. If you ever looked at how a vest looks after it's been shot, thrown on with mannequins, where you literally see that vest literally get hit, the bullet penetrates the first portion of the vest, pushes the vest through, but not like, the bullet doesn't penetrate the vest, but it pushes the vest through, and you can see where that vest is pushing in on a body of a mannequin, or even worse, right, with higher caliber rounds, where now that mannequin has a puncture hole with the vest sticking inside of the mannequin. Okay? Think of that for a second. Bullets aren't just foam darts, alright? That being said, when you're getting hit by that force, your gun is going to go up, being hit in the upper torso, and down if you're being hit in the lower section of the torso. Your aim is going to go down because of the hit. You're being hit, okay? Which is called flinch. You're going to flinch up or down depending on where you get hit. So for Rainbow to say, oh, he gets a lucky headshot because it wasn't luck at all. Their aim just doesn't move when they get hit is very not realistic. Okay? Again, shoot, like you guys just witnessed it last game when I went rushing in that second time as Sledge, and I went behind the broken wall, right, with the wall being there. His aim shot to the right of me. Not in me, to the right of my Sledge. And it goes, headshot. They shot literally Casper the Friendly Ghost, not me. But I still died. That's not realistic. If you miss somebody in real life, it's a miss. Okay, if that bullet goes whizzing well past me and hits the wall behind me, I'm not going body slumped on the floor, okay? That's highly unrealistic. And then we even seen the mute shoot literally to the left of that broken wall, out towards me, and he never rotates towards the actual wall to shoot through it. And somehow hits me, even though I'm on the other side of that wall. Okay, like literally it's Casper the Friendly Ghost. What else should I go over? That's completely fucked in this game and needs a fix. Alright, here's another one. And I get balancing, but you can't say balancing if it's the same fucking weapon. At that point, it's literally just nerfing a weapon. It's not nerfing the operator, it's nerfing a weapon for a operator. Best way to put this, Doc and Rook. Okay? Rook, if I go on him, gives armor, right? Look at that health. High health, low difficulty to use, low speed, right? High health means low speed. He's a Chungus, right? But with that being said, he gets what's called Rook armor. Okay, extra armor, which also helps add to health, but it's more for just adding armor to your character, right? Allows you to go down and revive yourself now. Think of that, right? So on top of being able to give everyone a dock ability, which is revive, maybe granted you don't get your full health back, but think about it. You get to revive, okay, which is a dock ability. You get extra health, and you're giving extra health, basically, to other members of your team, which, by the way, Doc's pistol gives extra health, right? Slash heals your team. But let's go over a few extra things here, right? He also gets the ACOG, which is the magnified B, right? And he also gets the magnified C. Not just the A, but he literally gets the ACOG and the variant of the ACOG for the 8K versions for the other operators on attack that don't get the regular ACOG, but they have to deal with the Russian sites, right? With that being said, he gets the ACOG. But same gun, MP5, okay? Literally MP5, submachine gun, short to medium range. Again, short to medium is what it says. Doesn't say long range, but he gets an ACOG. Basically a fucking sniper, slash like the attackers of the ACOG, right? Short to medium range machine gun, high rate of fire and mobility, favored by GIGN. Think of that for a second, okay? But if we click off of Rook and go to Doc, right, which has the same gun, you can see it attached to his vest, right? Same gun, MP5, but, okay, now he does get the ACOG. Okay, good. I was about to say, like, it's terrible that he doesn't. He actually gets it now. Alright, I can flip that out. I'm glad. Thank you, Rainbow, for fixing that at some point along the lines. But at one point, they removed the ACOG off of Doc. Doc does get an ACOG. Hence why I was on magnified, because used to it was magnified, and then you had to go to the red dots. So that, you know what, I'll cancel that argument, even though I think there's still operators that still do this, where they remove sights off of guns or so. I'd have to go through and review all my ops, and go through every operator that has the same gun that might get an ACOG on one and doesn't on the other. Actually, you know what? This is actually a good case of it. Let's test. I know exactly where to look. We'll do it on stream. So, if you guys know Bandit, he has a particular gun, which everybody loves, this thing here, the MP7, but no ACOG. I get the red dot B, this. I can't scroll up any further, and if I go down, you guys can see no sight, but I can't go further down to get to an ACOG. Okay? No ACOG on Bandit, right? But then if we go over to attackers, and we grab 0, okay? We already noticed he gets the MP7, but he gets to have an ACOG with the Russian site? Hell no. I get it. Attackers, you know, supposed to be supporting long range or attacking a building, spawn peaks, yada yada, but at the same time, it's an MP7. They both have the same rail, it's the same gun. Why does Bandit not get the ACOG, but this man does? Right? If it's going to be the same gun that both people have, they should all have the same attachments no matter what side you're playing. If they want to limit and let's say do submachine guns on this and the submachine guns don't get ACOGs, then everyone on attack must have assault rifles that can carry the ACOG that isn't a duplicate weapon of a defender's weapon. add actually brand new kits and gear into the game for said person, make him actually differentiate from the defense side with a different weapon. So that way you're not saying, okay, so this MP7 gets an ACOG, but this one doesn't. But they're both exactly the same gun. If I went to the iron sights, same iron sight. Look at the rail, same rail, right? Pick a tinny. But think about that for a second, guys. One gets it, the other one doesn't. Now you can say balancing, but balancing shouldn't nerf an operator while giving another dude with the same gun a huge buff with that said weapon. Same weapon. If you're going to go with balancing, then Bandit gets MP7, no ACOG, and then this dude should be like the SC3000 here, and then maybe, I don't know, another assault rifle. And then the next thing is like the Gone 6 shotgun sounds good because it shoots explosive projectiles that detonate on impact with surfaces and destroys bulletproof gadgets. Nice. But the practicality of someone running this, which I run it just for shits and giggles, which most people are going to run this, but I run it for shits and giggles, is it's only like, it's a glass cannon. You get one shot, no more. While every other gun in the game gets to reload. Every other shotgun in the game gets a reload. Even a launcher on the attack team, right? That blows holes and soft walls gets a reload. But then you only get one with this one. It's literally just a glass cannon. You use it, you're done. You're sticking to your primary after that. No matter what happens. So I think they should make it 2 to 3 shots with this. And that would have been way better. But that's kind of what I'm also getting at too. Realistically, if you're on a team, a SWAT team, or in the military, or anything that's somewhat militarized as an enforcement agency, you're not going to be carrying around like just one mag or one round to put in this gun. Whoever uses this is more than likely going to be having an ammo belt or a satchel that carries extra ammunition. And depending on the type of ammunition and size, and this goes by accountability to weight, they might limit due to weight of the round, but you can't say like, oh, this round is 50 pounds, so you can only carry one. What's actually going to happen here is it's probably going to be something like 2 or 3 pounds, and they're probably going to be running around, I don't know, 5 to 6 rounds into your ammo carrier. Your actual ammo for mags, realistically in the military, you will get somewhere between 3 to 4 reloads. So you have 3 to 4 mags of reload. Now, I love video games adding a little bit more ammunition to their reload pool for the fact of, well, let's be honest. If you're on a controller or whatever, you're not going to be as accurate as you are in person. Because in person, you have free movement, meaning like right where you stop is right where you stop. On a controller, sometimes, especially if there's stick drift, it's not going to stop on that immediate bit. Same as this game isn't really the best game for smoothness on its aiming and movement. I will actually go over that here in a second. It's near it, but it's not it. The best way I can explain this is the Black Ops movement, right? And I don't mean the new Black Ops 6 movement. I mean like Cold War, right? And all the other Black Opses. They're not like sticky, is the best way I can put it. Is right where you stop is right where it actually stops. Right when you move is right when it moves. There's a little bit of a delay, and it's not a very large delay, but there is a delay for right when you stop moving, when you stop aiming. And when you play, you get used to this so it feels natural. But, again, it's not smooth. Because smooth is actually going to be on the Call of Duty side. Think of like Modern Warfare 2019, right? When you're running around and slide canceling, right when you stopped, you stopped. right when you're looking around with your aimer, you're trying to look left, right, up, or down, it was smooth. There was no driftiness to it. It was all perfect. That is smooth. This game does not have smooth. So even then, we can say this game's aiming is already unrealistic because, again, it's not pinpoint. Now on PC, it might feel a little smoother because I do know like PC games ported to console can sometimes have really bad ends on console, and this causes it. But I haven't really played this on PC, so maybe it's really smooth on PC. Because, mouse and key, most games with that are already smooth on a PC as well, unless you're just really running a really bad, like, TV or monitor. And the reason I say that is because it has to be, like, your monitor could be a 30 hertz monitor instead of, like, the 120. So you're going to feel a little bit of a change there. My TV is actually 60 plus in hertz, so when I'm actually playing, I can actually natively kind of feel a little off, but also at the same time it's closer to the smoothness because my hertz on the resolution is a lot higher than what some people may be running. Um, Again, that's all like software side and like the peripherals you are using. So that's something you might want to look into as well. But I can tell you this game is a little clunky in its aiming and movement. It's not very smooth. Another thing that needs to get added, because they did add crossplay, and this is for both the PS4 and the PS5 version of the game. I want a PS5 with the PS4 downloaded, because right now I don't have a PS5 controller, I have a PS4. So I have to use the PS4 controller on the PS4 version of the game, because the PS5 version for some reason just says, you know what, controller, boop, for the PS4. When realistically, the PS5 version of the game should just be the only version that goes to the PS4. PS5. I understand, like, if you're having to download the PS4 version to upload to the PS5 version, then make a way that it natively does that through the data and not really a game. And then add the PS5 version to allow a PS4 controller on every one of the games. Second, and this is another flaw that they added, especially in Siege. I get it, they're hard heads. They kind of don't want this, and they should add it, is support for mouse and key for console players. Because if I'm going to be playing in a crossplay lobby anyways, that's already a mouse and key I'm playing against, why is there no native support for it? Literally, my mouse and key is plugged in. If I do this, you see there's nothing going on screen. There's no native support. But yet, there is crossplay. I can actually go in, you'll actually see where it will say crossplay. Hold on. If I quickly take a quick little look, and we go play standard, you will actually see at the top there, crossplay dash standard. Okay, which means I'm versing PC when I go into these lobbies. So if I can rush in and beat some of the PC players here, which PC already has higher, like, refresh rates on their monitors, on top of better GPU, CPU, and graphics, right? Meaning, like, they're going to run at a higher frames per second, which is FPS. And they're on mouse and key, where they get to just lean without having to zoom in, as console has to ADS to lean, right? There's no native mouse and key where I can be like, oh, Q and E, like PC gets to do, right? They need to add support for the mouse and key. Okay? They do. And a big runner for this is one of the cheating types that's out there, and this contradicts one of my arguments of don't add what cheaters want, but sometimes just mouse and key just feels better in some of the games you play, especially if it's, like, ported from PC. So if it's a PC game that came over to console, usually everything about it is PC bias still, meaning, like, you're going to lower frames, your reg is not going to be the same, Your movement isn't going to be the same. Even the UI might feel funky. Like, think of DayZ for a second, where you have to hold the button to scroll over to drop it off in an inventory by releasing the button after, instead of just drag and dropping like a keyboard and mouse does. It is kind of a good example there, right? Because on controller, I should just be able to hold the button and it auto transfer to the inventory of the item. Kind of like Arc had at one point, till they fudged that whole system, and now you have to click and hold and drag, or you have to hit like a combination of like like 2 to 3 buttons now in order to insta transfer that whole stack over, and it just feels really weird compared to just what it had before, where you can just click and hold and it just goes whoop right to the dyno. Now, maybe there might have been issues where people are like, well, I wish I could have done that, and then hit a button to split instead of just auto going over or something that caused that. But at the end of the day, being able to do something a lot faster on a console, like transfer to an inventory so you're not stuck out in the middle of like a looting game or something where you have to drag and drop and it's really freaking slow because you have to bring your cursor, make sure you're hovering over the correct object, and move it over with a joystick instead of the mouse and key. Where a game can also sometimes, like, maybe you're just slightly off the object, but you're enough where you feel like you can click and drag it, and then the game auto jumps you to whatever you might be on more. Again, Arc in this instance with ASE, or not ASE, ASA, Arc Survival Ascended, where I could be partially hovering over a pickaxe and I go to click to drag it, but then it'll hover over the object next to the pickaxe or above, below, or to the right of it on whatever the cursor has more space touching, even though your dot might be on the pickaxe. And it auto goes over, so when you click to drag, you're dragging the wrong object, right? Um, these are little things that need to be fixed for like ported games, and that's why I said like adding a little bit of support to something that cheaters right now are using is inevitably just going to help this game more, because especially when you start getting up into higher ranked lobbies, it ain't going to be controller players, especially these low ranks right now where some people might be getting bans from cheating and coming onto alt accounts, is going to be hitting a lot of low ranked lobbies as well, which is kind of what I've been going through, is this alongside with like the zero recoil, where people are using Zims and having no recoil because the macro pulls down for them automatically and it literally just laser beams. On top of well, the wall hacks and stuff are actual legit cheaters with crossplay, right? That might be actually on a PC. I'm actually just trying to think here. Which some of this that I'm saying can be countered, like the recoil. So if the game can see somebody's aim is not kicking up, it's straight as fuck on a weapon that should be kicking, can be tracked by the in-game cheat detection system, because your accuracy comes into play. And it doesn't have to be accuracy when hitting a player. It could just be tracking the accuracy overall, like how well like one dude is hitting one spot from a certain distance onto a wall. So like, oh, instead of the bullet trail going to marker 1, then marker 2, then marker 3, then marker 4, somewhat climbing the wall but being somewhat controllable, 5 bullets landed in marker 1. There's no recoil there. That could be tracked. And then they could be like, oh, that's definitely a macro for recoil. Ban. Right? They're just too lazy to do it. Or they just really don't care. Either way, very bad for a company. COD could even do this as well, because they can set in per weapon's recoil, right? Which already they do. They set this weapon has this X amount of recoil, this weapon has this X amount of recoil. Can be tracked through the anti-cheat. Well, was this recoil being proportionate to what it should be? Like, go look at a pro league player that plays with the weapon for 1,000 hours, look at the recoil pattern, and then look at some of the cheaters, right? even the Pro League player's aim is still going to come up. Even if it's only like 3 pixels, it still goes up, right? As you look at a cheater's, it's like 0 to 1 pixel. It's not even that much. Right? So it's something to deal with that. And then secondhand, like the unbelievable angles I see people get on me that absolutely is not true. Because I've died by this plenty of times. I will literally come over and hold literally a pixel peak, something that's only a pixel wide, into a window. And that's the only area I can see, which means the only areas that should be able to see me is anything to the farther right of that or directly into it. No one to the left that should see me because I'm literally putting that wall in my line of sight and theirs. My gun is only angled in my head to a certain opening. And I'll have a dude that'll be setting way to the fucking left somewhere that never should see me somehow get a perfect view of my head and boop, headshot. Never. Because if that wall is there, that wall's there. They should not see me because of that wall, right? Because that should also be obscuring their view till they swing into mine. View goes both ways. Unless, like, you're doing a weird lean where, like, if I'm leaning to the left and grabbing a pixel peak and sticking my body out, that's on me. But if I'm actually sitting to the left of the wall and I'm leaning to the right and I grab that pixel peak, the only angles that can see me literally is that pixel peak or anything to the right of it. That's not how this game plays. Um, and again, I have died to this kind of stupid shit. And that's why I'm kind of pointing it out there. It's massively stupid when I die to something like that. That never should have killed me. Alongside like the thing I told you about a second ago, we already been over. I'm strafing to the left, trying to literally get an angle on this dude, and I never walk back to the right. I keep strafing left, going behind this wall. The dude shoots to my right, not even aiming onto the wall, and somehow goes, kill, when the dude actually missed me completely because the bullets are going way off towards the other wall and not into me. But I guess I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost, right? And if that was true, if he's allowed to shoot me from that position, then every time I shoot should be wherever my Casper is. If he's allowed to hit it, that's where my bullets are coming from. So, if I shoot and I strafe and it's Casper right there, I should still be shooting from that Casper. There should be a duplicate of my bullets going into each location if that is true. And for that not to be true, I don't know how they're shooting my Casper the Friendly Ghost. That needs to be looked at by Rainbow and fixed. Um, so, yeah, it's one of those, like, oofily things where this game massively needs fixes in areas that has been here since release. And I do mean since release. Alright, guys, don't forget you also can comment and stuff. We're going to be popping in right now. But yeah, it's stuff that I would love to see a focus on, and I do mean a focus on completely. Is an overhaul to stuff that needs to be fixed. Sledge it out, boys. Sledge it out. So, yeah, it's just one of those things, again, that a lot of stuff in a game does need to be fixed inside a Siege. And then don't get me started on Casino of Duty, is what I like to call it. Because it's no longer Call of Duty, it's Casino of Duty. You are legitimately playing slot machines inside that game to catch a win or a lose.
Locate a bomb.
Because it's not really full-on, like, skill-based matchmaking isn't throwing me against other people with equal skill. What it does is get lower skill to be able to kill me faster by using less ammunition to do so, while they eat a fuck ton of mine.
Be advised your drone has located a bomb.
And that's why I said this game is trying to be more Call of Duty-esque on the skill-based matchmaking / optimized matchmaking, where it literally optimizes your bullet damage in-game while you currently play. Because think about it, how many bullets did that other dude eat and then just gets to kill me, alongside, like, being able to miss me completely and still kill me? Is very insane. Doc never should have hit me. Thanks for shooting Casper the Friendly Ghost. I ran away way too quick for you to be able to hit me. There's a guy here. Of course, recoil on a gun that literally kicked higher than it should occurred there. Died because of Doc that hit me. Lowered my health lower than it actually positively should have been. Teammate, peek up. Dumb fuck. And I don't mean to do planting. Close to you. Close to you.
User is no longer in your possession. One op 4 remaining. Op 4 eliminated.
And our Ash is very sus. Right off rip. Very sus. Or, instead of Ash, that was a Ram. Okay, now they're going Ash. I'm gonna show you why it was sus. Even with everything that removes recoil, for the most part, which is the compensator here, reduces recoil, you can see the spread there is still very fucking thick. Even if I go here and was to change any of these, it's still very thick. Okay? The recoil is very, 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 very thick. For all right here to have 0 recoil is a macro. And you literally just seen them spray for a good sum there with the game just going instead of like that and having to reset for the recoil. Or at least counter it. Because even if you know it goes up and to the right, the recoil might be timed, the third bullet, which means you don't pull down too early. You have to stick it, and you have to slightly pull down and then to the left after a certain timing, which will still show your gun doing this a little bit because of the fact that no one's going to just have it beam.
Insertion in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to go.
And Ash's weapon is 110% one of those. So even if I come over, we'll say, to the range he was at, to the wall on the left here, right? Which was about here. Why is everyone looking at me? Keep going. Thank you. See how fast that recoil kicks up? Even trying to beam one spot still leads down a bit when you're trying to counter it. Okay? So countering that recoil to be absolutely 0 is impossible unless you have a script that is doing it for you by what I called a macro. It's a recoil macro that auto pulls down.
Loading new mag. Deployed. Boogie is afloat.
Drone activated.
You have located a bomb.
By pulse. Over here somewhere. Very weird that you were shooting through a wall to see me, because literally just a wall there.
Cover me.
See? Literally just a wall there. She was nowhere to be seen. That could have actively actually hit me.
Auto projectors are go.
Diffuser is online and active.
There was one on the stairwell, I seen that. Echo your bullshit. I will return to lobby, and I'll tell you guys why I've returned to lobby in this match. So the echo there should have been dead 100%. I pulled down, I watched my aim go straight to his skull. I did not release the shoot button, which means my next bullet that would have been coming out of my barrel before he shot would have been a direct headshot, and the game said nope. Nice realism game where a dude should be dead, he gets to kill me. Now, I wouldn't have mind dying to the partner that would have been through the wall, where if I shot him, the partner to my left of him would have shot through the wall, and maybe return fire through the wall would have killed me, but me dying to the echo was a 0 percentile chance there. And I can say that because I did, however, pull down. No, not a goddamn standard. Fix your bullshit ass bullshit. No, not that. Did not click that and close. I'm not reconnecting to a retarded ass match that gave me some retarded ass registry. I should have every right to leave that match, especially if it's because of, oh, you say my ping is high, when I'm literally directly connected into a router that is directly giving me 800 to 1 gigabit per second. Literally 800 megabytes to 1 gigabit per second. Okay? I should have 0 ping issues. 0. But let's head over and look at the rest of this. So I was playing as Ram. There should be a shooting range. Okay? Confirm. I want to play the shooting range. I don't know why I have to double click this when I already had to scroll down to get to it, which is very retarded for an option to be there. It's not like it just spawns onto it. But what I did was this. Okay? Think of that. I did not stop shooting going from here to wherever his head was. Which means the next bullet I'd done like that. I'll shoot this if I want to, game. Okay. That being said, that next bullet, when I dropped down to where he was at here, would have been a direct headshot, and you can go back and see in stream where I literally dropped to his head, the game goes nope, and then he shoots me. When I did not run out of ammo, because I literally went, as you can see. Right? Pull down, and all those red dots there is what I basically just hit. But let's be honest, that's over multiple magazines. But I did pull down to the dude's head. Okay, which was a direct headshot the game said I went to instead of on him. And on a full auto weapon. Okay, literally a full auto weapon. Every boom, 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 ding, 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 ding you hear is a bullet. Which means when my gun went down here and hit the headshot, I should have had that headshot. The game ripped me off by not giving it to me. Okay? Which is why I went ahead and said, fuck that match. Because I already know if it's going to happen there, it's going to happen the round after. If it's not the round after, but somehow I still got the kill, it's going to happen to the next fucking firefight I get into. Why should I want to play a game that does that? That's not fun to me. Fun to me would be if I actually got outplayed, you know, shot through the wall by the dude standing next to him, not the dude that should be dead. That's why I went ahead and just backed out of that. You can't call that a rage quit when bullshit happens, because it is full-on bullshit. I didn't rage. I left the match. That was bullshit. And that's what Call of Duty needs to allow people to do a lot more often, is if something's being full-on bullshit, because they have skill-based matchmaking. It detects if you're having fun in the game, because it tries to keep you having fun, right? Oh, my bullet didn't reg? I left. Okay, so what was the reason he left? Okay, he shot somebody, landed in this proportional region, should have done this much damage. He left because it didn't do it. Alright, we'll make sure it does it. It is what should be there, right? COD doesn't do that. Some people might be, you know, a little bit on that so much green leaf that they don't care. And, you know, it doesn't matter if their aim's good or not because it's already possibly not there after being on that green leaf. But someone who doesn't smoke and literally knows that my aim is there and the game is just not regging it and I leave that, then it's full-on bullshit. Okay, that goes for both Call of Duty and Rainbow. That's how fucking stupid Activision, Treyarch, all that is, alongside Ubisoft. Okay? What was the reason the person left the match? Did he get outplayed, or was it due to reg? They should go back and actually have something that reviews what just happened. Okay, they were shooting, they pulled down, the bullet was there, they didn't actually stop shooting, the game didn't reg it, and they backed out. Okay, it was due to reg. We won't give an abandon penalty. We won't give anything. Because that was on us, is how that should be taken. But I bet you, if I try to play and that match is left and it's over and I don't rejoin it, I'm going to get an abandon penalty, which will also go against my reputation. Okay? If you notice, it's 51 to 91. And that's because, like, I do have choice words to say to fucking idiots. At the end of the day, they are fucking idiots, okay? Especially, I went into a match. There's a dude named China, spelled a little different. It's not China. It was like Chyna, I believe. But it's China. And the dude was an idiot. Okay, one, you can see sometimes you don't get the white outline of your teammates, right? So you can see when I run around there that, like, unless I'm really particularly looking to see, like, okay, my teammate's there, right? But if I hear something that sounds like an explosion, it might have been upstairs breaching a door, but I hear something going boom, right? Which is either an ash charge or a breach charge blowing a door, right? That could be on my level or upstairs, but because it's outside the room I'm in, I can't tell you if it's above or below. I just hear it on that side, right? I hear that. I go to run out of the room and flick to that direction to see what's there, and the first thing I see is a person in my screen. I am going to shoot. I'm not going to stand there and be like, "Hi, bro, are you an enemy?" Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, that name is... I'm dead. Okay, at that point, I'm dead. Because if that is an enemy, if I have to look at you, see if there's a fucking friendly thing for whatever reason, and take that extra few milliseconds to try to do so, that enemy that's standing there is probably just going to shoot me on sight as soon as they see me. I'm dead. Not happening. Okay? So when I have an idiot teammate who is underneath this sound that is heard, and I'm going to go peek it, because I know they're probably going to be running down the stairs or coming around that corner, because some people are just blatant like that. They'll just run through and they don't actually drone shit. And I flick and I see literally somebody standing there immediately, because my focus was left, and then I hear boom to the right, and I immediately flick over and go out the door to look. And as I'm turning, I'm hitting that doorway. I see someone immediately. I'm not gonna be like, let my cog spin for about 30 fucking seconds to see if this is a teammate. No, I'm going to shoot. The first thing I landed was a headshot. Inevitably, yes, it was a team kill, but they're in a very stupid spot. They're at a rotation where an enemy is coming through. Next to a doorway they enter to get in to the building, right? Which tells me more than likely that is an enemy. Compared to being down a hallway where there's multiple different doorways, right? Where, yes, you might want to think, is this friendly? Where's this foe? Because if they're setting, say, closer to the shark side, the hanging shark, right? And they're setting in connector, well, enemy has to blow through a door to enter into shark and then enter into that connector, right? Which means it could be anyone at that point. So yes, check, make sure. But behind / under a staircase where a direct door to the outside is not where a defender should be. Alright, so having an idiot like that that literally pings me as, yes, I team killed on purpose, and I go into chat like, hey dude, I didn't team kill you on purpose, that was highly accidental, and you're setting a spot where an enemy could be, and then they just start calling me retarded, and I'm like, no, dude, stop being a fucking idiot. You're right where an enemy breaches immediately into to come into the building that is right outside of our objective. Yes, as well. But yes, you could be a friendly, but you also could be a foe. Do you know how many people ash rush in this where they just explode something, come running in? When sound prefers on that side, and then I immediately check it, and there's someone there immediately as I'm checking, I am not going to stand there. Let my cog will rotate and figure out, is this friend or foe, where I'm going to get shot. That's a downside in my bit. Go set where a defender actually should be and not where an attacker would be. Right? So if I get reported verbally because of that, the game should check. Was this dude being a fucking retard? Before I mark the dude that had this happen, right? So on top of him marking me, I have the team killed because of where he was fucking placed. I get double hit for that. So that's actually where that probably could be 49. Now says 51, right? Let let's see. Maybe I just don't clutch around because my whole team dies literally within like 5 seconds of them literally starting a round because they were spawn peeking / maybe someone comes rushing in or something going on between that occurs. And it completely screws me being in a 1v5, and maybe I get in a gunfight with one direction and have a dude push me from the back. Yeah, I don't care about this suspension, because technically it never should have fucking happened. Yes, I left a game, but it was a bullshit round, which should have been taken into effect of he got bullshitted and left due to the game being retarded, right? That's on us. That's on the game. That's not on him. So I should actually have that doing that. So 2 days remaining on the abandoned sanction should actually be 0. That should have actually just been a warning, not an actual abandoned sanction. And plus, it's not a ranked match. Nobody loses their fucking rank over it. So again, why is the abandoned sanction there? It's a game that plays like ranked to teach people ranked, but you don't actually lose or gain anything. You really don't. Like where I left, if that was true, that would be called as an auto loss. I'd actually be losing RP here, and I haven't. That's literally 5 RP from yesterday, where I've lost my game, one of my games yesterday, to be moving forward towards bronze 3, right? I lost my game yesterday, put me at 5 RP here. When it hits 0 and I lose the game again, I'll drop back to bronze 5. But again, you can kind of see that. I moved my ranked win-loss up to 1.0 and then lost it yesterday. But again, it's due to these also stupid things where I'm being thrown into matches again. Yes, it's because it's lower ranked, but they need to start doing placement matches again. The reason I'm saying this is because I come into the game late. So with me coming in late in a late season, because I was playing DayZ and Call of Duty, dropped Call of Duty to play DayZ only, and then dropped DayZ for a minute because literally every server I go into has some stupid admin shit going on. And when I say stupid admin shit, literally 3 out of 3 servers. One I actually played a little bit longer than the others, but the first one literally was pirates. Played it with my cousin who was playing with someone else who had admins who allowed you to buy teleports if you're a donator, and the dudes literally just kept teleporting just outside of our base with gear, and defense at that point is just kind of fucking broken because you can't really defend that. Second server, kind of the same thing esque, but instead of teleporting people over, is allowing donators who broke server rules multiple times to just pay for a way to get back onto the server without actually having any repercussions. And the reason I say that is because they broke 5 to 6 rules at one time, literally server rules they put in their Discord for people to follow or catch a ban. The dude done this multiple times. Like, it's probably not the first time when it happened to me. Wasn't the first time when it happened to someone after me. But he got to keep coming back while also breaking those rules, right? So, left that server. And then the admins there, literally, I went talk to him. I was like, hey, this dude's broken multiple rules multiple different times. Allowed back on the server just to re-break them. He actually does not care how the economy goes. And they're like, well, we don't actually want to actually keep people off our server because that can ruin the economy. No, what's going to ruin the economy is going to be letting someone who really doesn't give a fuck about it stay in it. Because the people that actually want to stick true, play by the rules that's set there, and actually do everything up to code, just keeps getting fucked. Because other people don't want to listen to said code, right? And then those people are going to be like, yeah, I'm fucking off the server, like I kind of did. So now only the toxic people who don't care about the server is going to be the only ones who stay. So are they actually gaining a really big community? No, because at the end of the day, they're only going to gain the people who don't care. Which might be a good amount of members, but again, it's very small in the proportion they could have had. So left that server, moved over to the one where I made a new song for me dissing a entire, I'm going to call them a clan, but they call it a faction over there. But technically they're called, I think it's, what is it? The Toxic Apes was their their faction, and they offline people and try to talk shit and thing like, oh, this base was easy to raid when they offline, which already tells you their skill level of actually being in a gunfight while having to raid someone is 0. And this is very proportionate. When I stayed on for like 4 hours, they literally said, we're going to roll up. I was like, all right, I'll stay on. Okay? That 4 hours, we had randoms come over and try to PvP us, and one of them is like a mercenary faction where you can hire them to come like fight, and we were wrecking the fuck out of them. I mean, literally, like, I went on a 6 kill, 2 death kill streak against this, right? And the whole time, these people saying they were going to pull up, talked, but never showed up. Never. They ain't come over, they ain't try to raid, till after they seen every one of our members pop offline. And the reason I say that is because we're like, all right, it's like 12 o'clock. Let's move over, play 2 hours Siege, 2 o'clock in the morning, go to bed, right? Well, 2 o'clock rolls around, still nothing. We all go to bed. We're still off the server, mind you, because again, all of us got off. We're playing Siege. 2 o'clock, nothing. We go to bed. 3 or 4 in the morning, after seeing that none of us relogged for a hour or 2, they then decide to pull up. Right? Start blowing into our base. I'm asleep. Okay? And the only ping is Discord, which isn't going to continuously beep or create a ringtone to wake me up. And secondhand, they have a ping system. And when I say a ping system, right? This system doesn't ping congressionally great, as in by timing, because by the time it pings somebody, they could already be off the island, they could have been somewhere else, or where it pings them at, you log in to go look at that direction, and somehow they're already behind you. And secondhand, there's also the ping system, meaning it also alerts somebody that, hey, an enemy team is there, right? When if you didn't actually use your ears or eyes, again being an example, one of the other, we'll say, things being eyes and ears to see or listen that somebody is there, you have something to say, someone is near your base.
There's no bad
Right?
moves here.
Is very, very bad. But here we go. Shield goes down, as you can see, kind of comes up, and your gun lays in between, and you get to shoot. This dude needs a nerf. Sorry, but this should not be a thing. What it actually should be is like this. Okay, when you're shooting the gun like this, over top of your shield. Okay, so when you're doing this, it actually should look like, so you can actually free look. It says R2. Oh, like this. Okay. So, with that being said, it's kind of oof. But back to the DayZ topic, right? So, we were like, alright. Not something that we could really gripe about, but we did go look at their base. So the Toxic Apes, we went to their base, right? And they call everyone PvE builders. You know, person versus environment builders. And the funny thing with that is they don't actually build anything, but like maybe a couple things. The reason I say they don't actually build anything is because when you join a faction, you can have a custom spawned in for you. Literally, you can tell the exact admin exactly what you want, how you want it, what spawns there, except for weapons, right? Because you can't do weapons. There's certain things you can't put in a custom. But you can have a custom base that is just all concrete, that can't be blown into, can't be shot, you know, can't be raided through, can't be parkoured over, built correctly. You know, you can have one of those spawn in. And then their back door is not really a back door because it is a lock that has a special lock system on it where the only way you're getting through it is if they open it, right? So you can't already backdoor them. That's unraidable. It's literally just a metal door with like a turn thing where they have to unlock it. literally think of like an aircraft carrier where you run through the bottom sections and they have those doors there. You have to kind of like turn with a wheel on it. And then after you release a certain amount of pressure, then it opens. It's basically one of those doors. But it is completely locked. You go on that side, you look at it, it will not say open. It is locked. Okay, so it's unrateable from that side. If we go to the other side, and I'm going to click this just so my headset doesn't die. If we go to the other side, their only rateable entrance where you can actually blow and boom through or shoot to break walls to get in has a kill floor that has metal objects that they can shoot through because they can look between it perfectly fine. But if you try to shoot back up, unless you're aiming directly somehow through that metal object, right? You are not hitting them because you will see your bullets go up. It will ping off the metal object and you're dead. Okay, so it's already not really easy to fight that, but it's a kill floor. It's a big circle with the metal object that goes around that entire kill floor that they will shoot through. And when I say that, it's concrete bottom. There's a hole in the middle missing, and they have like a little, it's like a rail that sticks up that has a lot of metal going throughout it that they can shoot through, so they know where to set and they can put their gun directly through it to shoot you while you're having to lean and try to just shoot up into it, right, from anywhere outside. Atop all that, they actually have admins in this faction that they built that get free gear. And when I say free gear, like it's absolutely 110% free gear. They literally just go into their shop that spawns stuff wherever they want by cords.
Let's get to work.
And the admins have what's called admin gear up. $0. Literally free to them. Players can't get it. You have to have the admin tag in Discord to do it. And literally when they type it in, it costs them nothing. And it's admin gear up. Literally get guns, get armor, get outfits. And they're probably tied to like one per purchase or something like that, one per order. And it might even be on a timer. I have no clue if there is a timer there for it. But they're able to do it, get it, put it in a tent. Do it, get it, put it in a tent. And keep doing that and have multiple of this order for free inside of their base. As other players have to pay like, I think it's like 50,000 to 100,000 in order to get something of maybe the equivalence. And I say maybe because it might not be. And there's things in there like 300,000 that you have to buy, which you earn the money by killing players and, you know, playing the game. But it's only like 1,000 per kill. So whenever you get a kill, that's 1,000. You'd have to literally kill like 150,000, like 150 players in order to get $150,000, right? So it's very grindy. Atop, again, this ain't just one kit they get this with. Admin get fed, admin get well, admin get geared, admin for even, I think, different gear types for specific weapon types if they want it. And there's an admin in that base. Atop of where I told you before, they can shoot through and you can't hit them. They can actually peek up and use a RGL, a grenade launcher, to grenade launch you while you're having to run up to either put an explosive or shoot at the gate. So when you turn your attention off of that kill floor to go to the gate, because maybe you think you killed one, if you actually did, there could be two up there who just stands up and boop with an RGL. The base is actually kind of unrateable due to that. And I say kind of, because there is a rule they have set in their Discord. You're only allowed, I think it's like 20 gates per faction to get to main loot. Meaning like wherever your first gate is, to get to the main loot, you're only allowed 20. But when you look at this base, man, their walls are so close together. And a ton of them. So you can already tell, if there's not 20, it's like 30 gates you have to get through. So they're already somewhat breaking their rule of the one rule called every base should be rateable. The only way that base is rateable is if they're all logged offline, which they're not. They always have at least 2 people on the server at all times of day. So if you try to roll up to their base, it's pointless. Literally, the only way that base is raidable is if they're all offline. It is the best way to put that. So it's already big nopes to go over that server. So I was like, no. Like, and the owner of the server knows about this because again, he made the admins who go and buy the stuff or build the bases. Not on top of that, I believe their INI files where custom spawns would be, because you have to add the INI file to the server where the owner could go back and review this to see, hey, this is built like this. Maybe even copy that file, move it into by duplicating it to his computer, then moving it from the computer to his Daisy folder to wherever he needs to put the INI file to launch it in a single player game, and then go look at it, right? He has the chords. He can just go look those chords up and then immediately go, okay, it's here in this city or here at this location, and run to it, right? Using the iSurvive map. Because all you have to do is find the chords, go to the map, type in the chords, which there is a way you can actually type the chords and it'll auto X mark the spot where you can literally go grab that. And I already know how to do it because I have the code set up directly straight in Discord where I can copy it, paste my own chords if I want to. If I'm sending people, so when they click on it, they can actually review the chords and iSurvive along having side the chords so they know where stuff is going to be spawning if they bought through the shop type deal. But pretty much, he can take the chords, do that, figure it out, pop into the game, go over. And especially if you're on computer, you have what's called admin tools, that lets you teleport. So you can actually download the admin tools mod, stick it onto your single player, pop that the copied INI into your single player world, and literally just teleport there, walk around it, and see exactly how it's built, right? Alongside the missing walls that would be there. Would be the only difference to that location. But you would actually see, like, okay, they have a kill for, this is the only raidable point, this door is basically locked, there's basically no back door unless they unlock it, this base is unraidable, they're already breaking rules. An admin or an owner of the server is easily able to see that. They just choose not to do it. So, yes, I've left 3 servers in less than a certain amount of time, and I've kind of taken a beckon out of DayZ for that, till I can get my own server up, or have a friend who knows how to code stuff and do it exactly how they have their servers, just a new set of rules, and actually abides by the rules they set. Is kind of what I'm looking for there. So I'm kind of somewhat done. So I'll go play PvP servers every now and then, where you run around and just shoot people. No base building, but until like server owners on that can actually, when they host a server, follow the rules they set, I cannot actually join a DayZ server on console. Or even PC at that, because I know PC players are also going to have that way worse, because they actually have the, again, admin tools, so they can spawn shit in directly on them. That can be added to the actual PC servers that console can't get, because it is a mod through Steam. And so guys, I do have an abandoned penalty. It is there, it's top screen, and I can't play standard. Only thing I can play literally is just a quick match. But yeah, if a match is going to be bullshit, I am definitely leaving it. That's 110%. I will not stake my play into it. Now, if I died actually getting outplayed, like a few times I died, I was like, you know what, fuck it. Even that one time I got bullshitted where the dude didn't even aim on me and got to kill me by Casper the Friendly Ghost, I still stayed in that. But when I died to full bullshit where the dude should have been dead, where I'm literally holding down the shoot button, moved my crosshair over his head, held it there for a second or two, and then the game says I die, Yeah, I'm leaving that match. Believe it. And I just don't understand why it's so hard for server owners to follow their own rules they have set. That's literally the easiest question to ask. It really is. Like, if you're going to set a rule, why not stick to it, abide by it, have everyone abide by it, and create a server that actually gains a community off of it that follows that and grows large compared to settling down with just a kind of big community, but where you could, like, let's say you have like 1,000 members, right? Yeah, that's big, but what if you could have had a community of 12,000 members because you actually sat down and followed what was there and actually looked at the health of the server, right? And said, "Oh, this dude's toxic due
Be
to
ready to
literally
eliminate
not
hostiles.
following the rules, and he's had like 2 or 3 bans because of this exact same thing, adding a permaban." And to his group that's trying to do the same thing, right? Well, okay, we missed 20 members there, but we gain 100 members because of it, right? Type ordeal.
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds. Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Swapping mags! Reloading!
Op 4 eliminated. Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
It's just a quick match, guys, so try harding, not really a good thing to do. I must have somewhat already done a little damage to him.
4.
Charlie's done.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds left. Located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Door barricade up! Finished reinforcing the wall! Loading new map! Throwing an air gun. Loading back. Seconds.
Hello. I shot his hand, drop his weapon.
5 seconds left.
That's not exactly what happened, game. I shot first. And into his hands. Which is not bulletproof. So one on top of dropping his weapon, because he isn't going to be using his hands anymore with the broken bones in both hands, / maybe even arms, is going to fall limp. He is not using them. So technically he was useless in that moment and not shooting me. And that's what I'm saying, this game is retardation of not adding enough realism. And I do mean retardation of not adding it. Especially when being shot, depending on which hand is where his recoil also should have went if he was going to shoot.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
Shooting the hand on the foregrip should have kicked his recoil up. Shooting the hand on the rear grip that is also near the trigger well should have kicked his recoil down. Oh, hi. Me sees hole.
Insertion in 5 seconds.
And the best way to show what I was talking about earlier, stop.
Make your way to its location.
See how that extra drag went? Right when I started saying S and stop is when I actually stopped, and it went for an extra second.
Reloading! Cover me!
Diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Yeah, that's BS. I know you didn't see me, so. Look at you shooting knowing I'm here somehow. Very weird and sus.
Loading back!
That's friendly.
The diffuser is now.
Cover me! Reloading! Device is going dark. Device is
Oh no, he's not. He's in here.
You have dropped the diffuser. One friendly.
Where is this teammate? See the dude behind the desk here? Should have already been dead. I have a teammate on the other door. You downed him.
Last stop standing.
You've seen a cap cam on the door. And you're retarded.
All friendlies.
I can actually say the R word there because he actually is. So yes, I ran into the cap cam on the other end of the wall, which technically should not be there. It's not a doorway. Technically, you're only supposed to put them in a doorway, meaning the window I hopped through is the only place a cap cam on that side should have been, apart from the kitchen doorway, the rotate doorway into the other objective, and where else? The main door where the dude literally just died at, where he shot the cap cam, is the only actual locations for a cap cam.
Friendly drone deployed. Op 4 is reinforcing its location.
Because sticking on that should be like, I should be able to stick my cap cam right here, where this corner wall is. And I'll show that. Oh, it's because they made it a doorway now. That is retarded. This should not be a doorway.
Found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
There's no reason for it to be one.
Device is going dark.
operator standing. Diffuser is online and active. 4 last stop standing.
That is BS. That is an SMG, not an AR, and you did not headshot me. See, all in the chest. One bullet was not enough to down me.
Diffuser was disabled. Mission failed.
I have no clue what my other retarded teammate was doing after he seen I was planting. He should never have pushed in the other objective. Never. 2 of us, you can see the diffuser is not dropped. 1 of us has it. You instantly set next to your teammate, wait for the plant, and then cover the plant. See him properly, and I'm gonna have to. Let's see where we go.
Be ready to engage Op 4.
Drone should have been dead before that.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
That's bullshit. I'm leaving. You are dead. If you're gonna say an SMG gets to kill down me in 1 bullet, I better fuck someone up in 1 bullet. Especially where I was aiming. 0% you were there fucking killing me. 0. And you can't say, oh, it's your aim. No, my aim was on. The blood and everything was coming off. Amaru should have been fucked. Don't tell me she gets to down me within 2 bullets, but yet my 5 barrage or more only fucking hurt her. That's bullshit. Because I shot. No matter the gun, mate, it's still 5 to 10 bullets in her chest before she even fired once. And if we actually done the math to that on the UMP, right quick, for Castle. Let's see, destruction is low, magazine is that, mag capacity, damage is 38. If we done 38, okay, just by example here to show you guys how much damage I dished out. If we do 38 times the amount I hit her, so even at 8, that's 304 damage at 8 bullets. That's 304 damage I dished. You only get like 125 to 130 health. I've dished way more than that. Literally 2 times more. Only thing you can blame at that point is game reg. And developers. Even at 5 damage, let's go back and just do 5. That's still 190. Again, more than 140 damage. That's nearly 200 damage. We'll call it even at two, like it's 190. We'll call it at 200. That's 200 damage to the 140 health you get. Only thing it screwed me there was reg.
Fair TBH.
Fair to be honest? Yes, that's very fair. So no, I left that game because the game on that round was very stupid. Which is also why I have the abandoned penalty. And I had one round where literally dude
Fire
shot
rate for the
Casper the Ghost.
SMG-11 is doubled than ump.
Doesn't matter though when I dish 8 rounds before they shoot once, because you can literally hear the do 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 do, and then her go
It's more
dook
than
to shoot
likely
back.
that what got you.
Nah, it's not the fire rate, mate. If you go back, rewind it, I had 5 to 8 shots out before one return of fire happened, which means I've already dealt 200 damage before they shot one time. So you can't justify that with fire rate on that point, because my reaction time to shoot to their reaction time to shoot is well off, meaning I fired within, right as I seen, they shot after being hit 5 to 8 times by a bullet. After, not before. And if you go back, she wasn't using her secondary, she was using her primary. Which, yeah, still has a good fire rate, but she should have been screwed before she even returned fire. Slow the timing down. Her first shot, I think, is after my 5th bullet. Because I went do, 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 at least 5, yes. And then you hear her go behind it. So already dishing 200 damage before she returned fire. And I don't have her unlocked. But the weapon she had in her hand was this. The G8A1. She didn't have her SMG-11. She was using this. If you go back in, this is the gun she had, and it was this setup. It wasn't the SMG-11. Which, yes, is 37. Fire rate is 850 RPM. Which you can see that's 1,000. But she was using this, and she returned fire after 5 bullets. I can only blame the development crew for not killing her before she even shot. Because her reaction time was well out of the gate, being after her health pool would have been dead. That's game reg, hit registration, and damage reg. That would be causing that to allow her to win a gunfight on that exact aspect, where she should have been screwed. Because all my bullets were upper chest ahead, and it was medium distance, which an SMG is rated for close range to medium distance. So, yeah, I shouldn't have lost that gunfight at all, 0%. And even more to show this, if you rewind stream back a little bit to, I believe it was the first match I abandoned, which was actually the match that has me the 2-day abandon penalty right now. One round, dude didn't even shoot directly at me. He shot at my Casper the Friendly Ghost. Like, literally, like, nothing. Shot past me and gave him a kill. Same game. I lit somebody up again, medium range, this time as an attacker as well, by the way, which means their AR should definitely be able to reach that distance because they're made to medium to long range. But again, the dude ate 500 rounds and then just gets to kill me, and that was big nope. So the only argument they can say is ping, but I shouldn't be having ping issues on the connectivity I have. If I had an Elgato, I would run a PlayStation internet speed test for you guys right in front of you. I get 800 to 900 megabytes per second, up to 1 gigabit per second. There's no lag going on there, unless it's through their servers being really slow. But yeah, I'm thinking that's pretty much all I'm probably going to play for Rainbow today, because it's literally being stupid. I'm going to pop out of my Rainbow Discord, and I'm probably looking at maybe playing some DayZ, maybe? I'll have to look at what I feel in the mood to play. Because right now it's definitely not Rainbow after being bullshitted multiple times in less than an hour. But hope you guys liked and enjoyed.